cold. I'm not ready for this weather.
Current temperature here in Florida is
cold as balls.
68 degrees.
And we're outside, like
it's going on at 58.
Like cold people.
Don't complain.
My hair is
going down.
Today. It's going down for real. Is that how that song goes?
I have no idea.
Welcome to Marital Hate. I'm Stacy. That's Doug.
I'm Douglas.
We're married. We do not usually hate each other. You liked me today because I wasn't
didn't even
home.
see you today, so there you go.
It was the best day of your life, wasn't it? You're telling me that it's the best day of your life.
It could have been the quietest day of my life. Maybe not the best, but sure was quiet around here.
Well, it was quiet in the afternoon, but the morning was
riotous around here.
What are you doing, Douglas?
Letting other people view this podcast
beautiness
from my page.
Okay, so actually, a true story. Doug casts from his personal page public, but then sets it to friends only because, you know, he has to be like a reputable member of society. David Ethier is becoming a fan.
Dave Ethier is...
We love you.
Ultra punk, and no wonder he would like this kind of nonsense.
Oh, it's nonsense, all right. I have so many things to talk about
There's
today.
so many things.
I might need a blanket.
It's cold out here.
Towels. I might use one of
You're
my
not using a beach towel.
My feet are cold.
It's 68. Most people set their homes at 68.
Do you not understand that I'm cold?
I understand. I just don't care.
Oh my God. I've had a very difficult day. Okay. So normal people. By the way, David, thank you for coming. We're so glad you're here.
We've slowly eroded.
You want to stay in the guest room?
We've eroded Dave's.
Just can't wear any fragrance.
With like he didn't want to give into this, but we've eroded.
And the best part is like when people are all interactive and whatnot, but there's not really anybody interacting except David. So
there's some people.
What's up, suckers? Say hello. What
fools?
My hair just looks so frizzy. I need to put some like. And I have the straightest hair in the whole world. It's just the dreadlocks get all crazy. I did go.
That's what Bob Marley said. He said, I have the straightest hair. But look at frizzy.
Bob Marley and I have
one love,
in common.
One frizz. Let's get together.
We're both very spiritual.
And do our hair.
We both come from a place of love. You both have crazy hair.
You don't know anything. Bob Marley could have been mean-spirited. And just saying about love.
I think that's
because it's what sells. I don't know. I'm
Bob Marley was mean spirited.
That's like I don't know him.
That's like how I say Steve Harvey hates white people. It's just like a theory I have that Steve Harvey.
Oh, everybody can have a theory.
I have a theory that Steve Harvey hates white people, but like he thinks it's funny that he hates. He's like, you people are so boring. By the way, I agree with you, Steve Harvey.
And they don't season their food.
Most white people are boring as fuck. But I have some new friends that are not so boring. I have a story today. Did you just see a flash of light from our house?
I saw lightning, but I think it bounced off of something out there.
Or should I just turn off?
I could tell. I'm looking at our house. It's not on fire.
Just making sure the Roko's off because we were in the middle of watching the Shark Tank, and I want to know what happened to the fish.
Yeah, you know, misnomer. No actual sharks on that show.
Okay,
they're just businessmen and women.
And those things in the hallway are screens. I'm sorry that my hair is a mess, and I'm sorry. Look at that zip. Why? Same spot every time. 47 years old.
No. Maybe you should execute him.
That should be a meme right there.
You're a human meme, is what you are.
So,
your Aunt Mimi.
This morning, my lovely neighbors, love them to death,
had a medical emergency.
It wasn't really an emergency. Well, kind of, but like they went to the doctor is the point. And so I got to hang out with my little friend Macy.
Macy is how old?
2.
2.5.
2.5.
Or yeah.
She's hilarious. First of all, she has lips like Doug. I'm not really sure, but he might be the father. Although Jen also has lips like you. You guys have the best lips. I'm so jealous. My hot ass neighbor, she has the best lips. So I'm in my pajamas and I'm like, this is the first day I woke up and I didn't feel terrible. Oh my God. I am going to do things today. And as I was playing Township, my iPad, and I was literally...
She's in construction.
By the way, I had literally put my phone, my iPad, because I use my iPad as a second monitor. Did you know you can do that? If you have
now you're just talking down to people.
iPad,
it's not becoming.
No, I didn't know about it. If you have your iPad and your iCloud and your laptop are both on your iCloud accounts, you can use it as a second monitor.
And be all
bam, which is what I do when I'm doing our finances because we use YNAB. You need a budget for budgeting. We should definitely use them as like a sponsory thing.
Sponsory thing.
You basically, you put your finances in, you budget money towards each account, and you maintain your budget that way, and you know where all your finances go. I know where every single penny we spend goes. Poor Doug.
Boring. Let's talk about the kid.
But okay, so I was about to do my finances, and I got the call, and I got a little surprise friend. So Macy,
2.5-year-old friend, about
so cute,
about that big, like, you know, not
little
not
lips.
that big.
She always has this little pout, and she has the cutest little brown hair curls, and she has like darker skin. She's just so cute, so cute.
She's a delight. She's a delight.
So she comes over, and normally she wants nothing to do with me. She's just obsessed with Big Papa over here, and
It's the lips.
She was just chilling out. She was just chilling, and she had her iPad, and I'm like, all right, like, listen, I'm glad you're happy and content right now, but right now I have energy. So we are going to take the tablet away. We're going to do something to wear you out so that in the afternoon I can be like, well, here's your tablet. You know, which is, I think, what all good parents and babysitters
That's what you do to me. You're like,
you're playing with your thing. Do your crossword machine. So she comes, and we're like, I just took it away. I was just like, hey, we're gonna go. Do you want to watch a movie? And so we are like laying on the couch, and I'm built like her mom. We both have racks that will not quit. And she puts her head, and I'm holding her, and she has her little baby. And I'm like, do you want a snack? Do you want a drink?
Nothing. No
Do you
response.
want this? Do you want that? Nothing.
Catatonic.
Dead eyes. I'm like, oh my God, the kid is gonna snap. And finally, I'm like, do you want to take a bath? And she's like, yes, I want to take a bath. Thank you for asking. And so we go in the bathroom. It's the cutest
That's like
thing.
the most random thing you would like. You know.
I was like, do you want to paint? Do you want to color?
Nothing.
Do you want to go?
Nothing.
Nothing. Do you want to take a bath? She perked right up. Oh, P.S. She has been sick. She like had some sort of a cold or virus. She just started school. So she'd gotten sick. The whole family got sick, but she was still very congested. And I was trying to tilt her up, and I put some Breathe on her back, doTERRA essential oil.
Hippie shit.
Heavily diluted. I looked it up to rub on her back. And then she was still stuffing. I was like, do you want to take a bath? And I thought that might help her because she kept coughing. She did the bath. I put a little Epsom salts in it and a bath bomb, and her cough was gone.
It was.
But I do want to tell you that it was the funniest thing, the bath bomb. So I have 4 bath bombs. I need to send one over just so that they can see it. I have these 4 bath bombs, and I'm like, what color do you want? So she picks the orange one. So I put it in the tub, and it's just like a little bath bomb, like not like the Lush bath bomb.
One of those giant things, yeah.
But ones, oh my God, I would love a bath bomb from Lush.
I
haven't
probably
had
has
one in so long.
fragrance on it.
You have to look up the ingredients. Some of them are okay.
I'm looking up ingredients.
I will. Will you go get me one if I
don't know where there's a store.
Oh, and you don't drive really. Publix doesn't have them. Okay, so the bath bomb is like a little bath bomb. If you don't know this about bath bombs, they like make it fizzing, like an Alka-Seltzer almost. It's like the sodium bicarbonate. And so what happens is they get like holes as the air comes out of the middle, and it gets smaller and smaller until it's gone. Again, this big. I put and it releases, if there's color or fragrance, it releases that into the water, and sometimes like some sort of moisturizer. I put it in the tub, and the tub starts turning orange, and it's fizzing, and she's like, as soon as the color releases, she sprints across the tub, like scoots her little ass. By the way, the kid is like nice, like brown, like you want her tan, and she has the whitest little ass. She looks like the copper tone.
Oh, the copper
The little ad.
baby.
Oh my, it's so cute. So anyway, that's gonna be your future job. So she's scooted across the tub. And so I'm like, okay, like, how can I entertain this child? And she's still being really quiet, but she wanted to take a bath. And I'm like, is the water too hot? Is it too
You were
cold?
just trying too hard with the bath bomb.
And so I got like little, because we don't have kids stuff anymore. So I got these little like containers, like the takeout containers. You know, when you go to a restaurant and you have some sort of dipping sauce, and like they don't give you something for the dipping sauce, so you put the dipping sauce container in your bag. But you would never do that at a family restaurant, only at like a chain, like a Chili's or whatever. Not that I would go to Chili's, because last time I went there, what was that disease I got where you shit your brains out and you almost want to die? E. coli? No bueno, Chili's. So anyway, I steal their plasticware, and we had the little cups and a funnel. Because I was like, what's plastic in this house? Right.
Yeah.
Like, what is safe for a child? And then there was the Jeep duck.
Yeah, squeaky thing.
Yeah, it's a squeaky Jeep duck. and it looks like a flamingo. Way too here. And what else? There was just those things that
Then I
in a
saved
funnel.
the day.
Hang on, you didn't save the day, but we were having we were having a ton of fun by the time you came back with that already.
I like to think I
But
saved the
so
day.
we're pouring out of one into the other. Oh, and we have a ladle that looks like a brontosaurus. So I grabbed the ladle. So we're doing water, and then I grabbed. We were taking the ball.
Wait, you weren't in the tub, were you?
No.
Okay,
I was
right,
like on
just
the
checking.
side, getting covered in water. By the way, she's just pouring it on me. So I pulled the ball out and put it in the soap dish because she was terrified of it. And so I had the cups and I'm like, well, we could put it in here. And she was like, and so then we did it. And then she got more and more interested. So then what I did was I got this big Rubbermaid container that I had under the bathroom sink, what I used to use for
salts, right?
I would mix Epsom salts, baking soda. I would love to do that again. The problem I had is that our house is so moist that it had hardened. Like I hadn't sealed it properly and it hardened. So I would love to fill that up again. But anyway, it was empty. So I was like, perfect. By the way, I threw some salt in the tub because I think that the kid needed some magnesium. So again, not going to hurt her.
You're not a doctor.
I'm not, but I Googled everything. So, which is exactly what those fuckers do. Don't get me started. And by the way, we're getting to the part where Dr. Maisie had an opinion. So I'm like, all right, we're going to put water in this thing. And we're going to put the bath bomb in so we can watch it. And she watched the water change colors. And she was like, oh. And she was pouring water and she got more and more into it. Finally, she is like no longer afraid of the ball. She takes the ball out.
Eats it.
And she's got it on her hand.
And she eats it.
And no, she doesn't eat the ball. We would be in the emergency room right now. Okay.
Foaming at the mouth. Orange.
I watched your kid for 2 hours and it's foaming at the mouth.
Sorry. Your kid
back. And she's not wearing any pants and she peed on the front porch. We'll get to that. So she's got the bath bomb in her hand and she would go and put it in her other hand and she had trouble like transferring it.
Yeah.
And she's like, and she'd take the other hand in the tub, wash it off, and then she'd be like, oh, better. And then she'd be like, oh, fuck. And she'd be like, oh, better. And then, but back and forth. This would go on for hours. I'm like, do you want to put
the ball went away.
Do you want to put it in the black cup? Do you want to put it in the red cup? Do you want to put it in the funnel? Do you want to put it in the brontosaurus? And then the brontosaurus had a conversation with her and we roared like brontosauruses. And the cups weren't that interesting. And then we liked the squeaking of the flamingo. She had a hard time with that. And when the ball got really, really small, she liked to dab it on. She did not eat it. She dabbed it all over the side. I do have a story about something she ate today. That was probably not good. She dabbed it all over the side of the tub. And then she was trying to squish it with a flamingo. It was the cutest thing. And she says, Mingo. Flamingo.
It's the Mingo.
Flamingo. It was the cutest thing in the whole world. I laughed my fucking head off. She poured water on me. And then Doug came by to say hi. And I said, hey, can you grab us some toys from the pool, like the alligator?
I actually came by to tell you to keep it the fuck down because it was all kinds of.
Well, I got to tell you, we might need to check our pool filter to make sure there's nothing in there that shouldn't be in there, by the way. Because there's 2 shuttlecocks in there. Okay. So we finished the bath. I'm like, do you want to eat something? She eats a banana. Then she eats another banana. The kid loves fucking bananas.
She ate all my bananas. I bought those. I need potassium.
I know you
that would be potassium deficient.
Go to the store.
And now I can't use a bath bomb. So.
There's 2 more bath bombs.
Okay.
You have your bath oil anyway.
That thing's almost empty. This is bath oil. That's amazing. It smells so good.
doTERRA Adaptive.
They don't make it anymore.
We don't sell it. Actually, I believe it's back on the website, but we already did it.
Back in the saddle again.
We just ordered laundry detergent and soap.
Yeah,
because we're light.
We like to clean ourselves.
We're the life of the party. So we go in the So Doug brings in one of the flamingo cup holders. Like it's like a baby inflatable.
Inflatable?
It is an inflatable.
Inflatable.
That should be our brand, inflatable.
TM. Nobody can steal that.
Stealing.
We just created something.
I think we might owe Millmore one though, but he's not here. So and then we have the alligator and we have a tortoise that won't like. Oh, by the way, the drugs are kicking in. It could go off the rails.
Hang on to your butts.
So there's a little turtle that you spin up and it swims around it doesn't swim. It's dead. Cheap Dollar Tree crap. Actually, I think I taught Macy a new phrase. I said cheap Chinese crap.
No offense to our Chinese
No,
viewers
it was
in
just
China.
cheap in Chinese. You can be cheap in American. I'm cheap in
That
American.
was probably very racist of me to make up.
That
Chinese
was terrible.
sound.
Like
Yeah.
I can say
Well,
cheap
you
Chinese crap. You can't.
I don't
say
think we have any Chinese
ching ching
viewers
chong or whatever
No,
the hell you said.
I was trying to.
We have Chinese friends. We
make
have a
people
friend in
think that I
Japan, for
speak
fuck's sake. He's
Cantonese.
not Chinese, by the way. I don't think my friend who lives in Japan is Chinese. Nolan Terry says hi, fam.
Well, he picked a good night because
one of our two
we're on fire.
One of our two favorite sons. The order depends on the day.
Yeah, who's bringing me snacks? Who's not causing problems?
Snacks. Nolan's coming to visit us soon.
He is. He's going to be here fairly soon. I don't even know what date.
But Wes is quieter.
Yeah. Well, no, Nolan's pretty quiet. He sleeps till about 3 in the afternoon.
He sleeps till 3, and then he's like, "Let's watch a terrible reality show that you will become addicted to, Stacey."
Well, Nolan needs to hang in because you went to Ding Darling and saw some shit today. That
I did.
I
saw some ding darlings.
We'll get there. Ding.
So, but yeah, they're both boys are delightful.
Yes,
but they're so different.
Yeah,
and so there's some things that I like better about Wes, and there's some things I like better about Nolan. Sometimes things will drive me crazy about either one of them, or sometimes I'll be like,
crazy about you.
Oh, I'm sure I drive them crazy 24 hours a day.
Nolan's sitting in his
dorm room right now, like writing notes to talk to his therapist about all the ways I have horrified him this week alone.
Like
He's like,
sometimes they don't like me.
Seriously, here are 20 ways
I don't sleep till 3.
My stepmother drives me
That was
insane.
An exaggeration.
Feel free to send the bill straight to her. Don't worry, she owes me. Sorry. I love you both. I love Wes. I love Nolan.
They're not like they're not thieves.
They're not thieves. Not that we're aware of.
They're not
something to tell us, boys. No, I think that they're great people.
I mean,
it's so funny because, like, I think in some ways, Nolan reminds me of me in some ways. Because he, like, when he has an opinion, he will stand by it.
He will voice it.
He will stand by it. Like, we have things that we're like mutually interested in.
Like boys.
And that well, that too. We do like to check out boys together. And he's chill, and like I think he's like a nice person, and he's like I don't know, I think he's cool. And like, but Wes is like so different, like because Wes and y'all watch the podcast. Wes is like very chill, very insightful, like low key. And he's like knows stuff that I'm like, how do you know that?
Yeah. SWOT analysis.
Actually, Nolan was the one about the SWOT analysis. Todd says,
Todd is also
everybody.
here.
Been missing you.
Yeah, we haven't seen.
Hey, Todd,
in a while.
I know you needed.
I know you always comment.
I know you needed some help in Canada. What part of Canada was that? I wasn't in front of it. So, our friend.
What do you need for Canada for? What? You trying to import maple syrup?
His mom's been sick. His mom's been sick.
And she's in Canada.
And she's in Canada.
Wait, is Todd Canadian?
Yeah.
No kidding.
He's got a toque and everything.
I don't know what that is.
A toque is a hat.
Oh.
And if you...
I don't know much about Canada. I know Brian Adams, Michael J. Fox, and...
I know en français.
Rush.
Peep.
Hockey.
A peep en français means blowjob. Have you gotten a peep in Canada? What do you want to talk about Rod Stewart for?
No, not Rod Stewart. I said Rush. Rush is from Canada. I'm just talking about like
Limbaugh.
I think Wishbone Ash was also like bands.
Was Rush Limbaugh from Canada? That would be funny as shit.
No, I don't think so.
Could you imagine to be like a Canadian that's like the most conservative
Southern
American
Ontario, right across from Buffalo? Yeah, go Buffalo.
Okay, if anybody's in Southern Ontario, Todd's mom is there and she's sick, and I imagine he needs something logistically handled there. And he really needs help with it. So if anybody is in that area or knows somebody in that area that might be able to help out with whatever it is, I don't know.
I'm glad we didn't offend our Canadian viewers.
Todd is
earlier, like the Chinese
is a dear friend of ours, and not a serial killer as far as we know. And yeah, I mean, like how that's got to be so hard to have your mom be in another country and like.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No, that's crazy.
You are always in our thoughts and prayers. So if anybody can give Todd a hand, I appreciate it. So, wait a minute, Todd, if you're from Southern Ontario, right across the border from Buffalo, New York, are you a Bills fan? Because my husband
is a little bit of a nut.
He's like, he has a little altar to Josh Allen.
Mm-hmm. Not going to lie.
He pretends there's like a dildo on the wall and he pretends
nobody does that.
No.
Why do you take it always to the like? We're talking about the sick mom, and you take it to a dildo. Like I don't know. I apologize, Todd. For
Maybe
this,
Todd's
this
mom wants a dildo to make her feel
what is
better.
she? A Make-A-Wish kid?
Todd, can I send your? Oh my! Is this the line? Have I crossed the line, or are we there in our friendship?
I figured we just
don't
keep
know.
going, like because I think we crossed.
I don't know, but I think if Todd's elderly mom could benefit, I can't. I'm not in Ontario, but I am willing to send your mom a dildo.
Definitely a Bills fan. That's right.
Go Bills.
Back in the day, yeah, go Bills. That's what you say to people that are Bills fans to each other. Go Bills. And then you know what Dolphins fans do? They copied us and they say fins up.
Ann is here. And, do we pull the hi guys up on screen? Our good friend Ann is here. Ann, meet our friend David, and of course Nolan's here. You know Todd.
Yeah.
Elias is doing a bit better than
however you pronounce his name. He's doing better.
Elias.
That's good to hear.
Elias doing better. Thank you.
Smith
Please continue to pray and wish him a speedy recovery.
We have a number of people coming and going tonight, so that's viewership is good, which is because we're offending people.
Ask yourself,
we're
should I stay or
viewers.
should I go now? If I stay, it will be trouble. If I go, it will be double.
You'll have to come
back. You're gonna have to figure it the fuck out. I'm telling you, it's gonna do crazy things, and if you don't stay, you're gonna miss something.
You're gonna miss them. You're gonna miss the story.
You know what we're really good for? This podcast
is
made for
ADHD.
Well, yeah. But like, say you're
we make people feel like, oh,
you're on your phone playing a game or you're folding laundry. Yeah. Like, we're the perfect thing to watch that because you don't have to be on the screen all the time. Although sometimes there's hilarious shit that happens on screen.
You go in the pool
but
naked.
You can be doing things. You don't have to give us your full attention, and you're going to catch the tail end of something and be like, "What the fuck is happening?" You rewind it. You get right in there because we respond to your comments, whether it's during the show, after the show. Whatever. If you're on Facebook, YouTube, even if there's nobody else commenting there, we see your comments. We pull them up on screen.
And Stacy says something correctly. Elias, something. One of the two.
It honestly doesn't matter. I've never met the man.
Doesn't matter. Yeah, we don't know. Yeah, we don't know. We don't even know he's real.
My friend Amanda introduced me to her boyfriend, now husband. She told me, I said, "Hey, I didn't get your name," and then I grabbed a Sam Adams, and I go, "Do you want a Sam or a Corona?" And it was at the same time, and he goes, "Sam," and
so you thought
he said his name was Patrick, so I've been calling him Sam Patrick.
Sam Patrick. Oh, that's right. I kind of remember that.
I have been calling him Sam Patrick for 21 years. Sam Patrick is like a semi-famous radio dude called Kevin Cronin. If you're in the greater Massachusetts area, you may have heard him. He also does some voice work.
And also there's a different Kevin Cronin that sings.
They're married now.
Sings lead for REO Speedwagon.
I can't
for you yacht rock fans.
Anymore. Is that Air Supply?
No, that's REO Speed.
Okay. Yeah. I sang in the car today. Jen said I did a good job, and she said it was the most innocent I ever sound. Soph wanted me to sing the Monster Mash. And so I'm like,
it's a graveyard smash.
I'm trying so hard to sing good because I know how bad my singing is, and I don't want anybody to make fun of me. And I'm like, they did the mash, the Monster Mash. Is it really that bad? I was trying so hard.
It's craggly, but I'm sure, it's a holiday theme song that's a lot of fun.
Soph had to give me a pep talk.
It's supposed to be scary.
Soph had to give me a pep talk today because I said, "What's your favorite sea animal?" And she's like, "Oh, seahorse." And I'm like, "Oh, I've been trying to paint a seahorse for months." And I keep starting and restarting and stopping. And she's like, "Why do you keep starting?" And I'm like, "I don't think it's good enough." And then I stop and I get frustrated and I paint over it. And she's like, "Well, why? As long as you try, it's your best. That's all that matters."
What is she, Yoda?
And she's like, "There's no wrong in art." And I'm like, "Yeah,
she's Yoda." Right.
And I'm
essentially.
Like, "But Soph, my husband, Doug, that you like so much, fucking asshole. He's a dick." And he comes out with a paintbrush and goes, and he wants to be an art teacher. Think he's ever going to be an art teacher? And then I'm like, "Oh, look, an iguana." So it's fitting that I spent my day with children because
children encouraging you.
That I get pep talks from the children,
but not from me.
The children give me pep talks and they teach me things. And
I try to teach you how to sing. Like I try to show you where the note is.
This is
and where you are.
Honest to God, like if we could, back to my original plan of having a hippie commune. P.S. Working on it. Have a plan.
Oh my God, you should hear this plan. Oh, jeez. Folks, I didn't live 57 years, almost 58 next month. Send gifts now, please, so I get them in time.
November 8th.
Don't tell people; they'll steal my identity. What are you doing?
Do you really think anybody sees what I look like in the world and what goes on in our lives and wants to be you? They're like, "Yeah, That'd be fun.
A good point by you. However, now I forgot what we were talking about.
My plan.
Your plan. So I haven't lived this many years on this planet, worked on myself as a person, as a professional, as a husband, a father, etc., to do this plan. I just never, I didn't think that all my life's work would end up being
the perfect
in this
idea.
function.
It is
It's the perfect.
I never finished talking about my dad, but we can get back to that
All
later.
right.
Here is my perfect idea. I have been saying, well, it does tie into the kids. I have been saying that we should live in an RV since our honeymoon. I said, once the kids are all out of the house, P.S., empty nesters. Once the kids are all out of the house, we're lucky that sometimes one kid or two, I don't know if Wes is watching, shout out to Wes.
They'll show up.
Shows up. Like, we love to see them, but we're lucky that they come to the
Yeah.
podcast. Sometimes they listen. So we want
Then we
on our honeymoon have this conversation about how we wanted to go to all 50 states.
Yes, I would like to have gone.
We're in
to
the middle
all
of a
50
rowboat,
states.
by the way.
Wait, hang on.
Well,
Something
that's
crawling around out there.
It's a fucking, probably a palm rat.
I don't know what it is.
Hey, asshole, go away.
All right, so we're on
Maybe it was an iguana.
we're on the honeymoon in a boat.
Do you think it was an iguana or a palm? We need a camera.
All right, so we decide that I would love. I would love to
it
travel
was an
America
iguana.
and see all the 50 states, whatever. She turns this in. We're getting an RV. I'm thinking we jet into Montana.
Who
And we
can
have
afford
some
to
sort
jet
of
into
trout
Montana?
fishing expedition.
You want to go to Montana, have a trout fishing expedition for like a weekend and be like,
we
"Oh,
do some like
we
Lux,
went to Montana.
and then we go to like Colorado. We go to where The Shining was, or something. Like, I'm thinking big, and she's thinking, no, we get. Apparently, there's something running around out there. It's Florida. It could be anything. It could be a monkey. It could be a Nile monitor. It could be croc.
I don't think it's a croc. Whatever it was ran aggressively, and it was somewhat small. Okay.
Okay, so she turns this into RV adventure time.
I have so many things like I need to add to this. Okay. The first one is our plan was to see all 50 states. Could you just see what it is? Because if I keep turning around, I'm going to hurt
I'll
myself.
keep an eye out. You tell the story. It's in that bush right there.
Yeah, I'm aware.
Talk to the people. I'm going out there.
You're going to go on the outside?
Yeah.
By the way, I think I saw a rattlesnake today
Where's that?
in Ding Darling.
Well, tell your.
Sorry, guys. We're waiting to find out what kind of animal this is. This could be like one of those things that goes like completely viral. You can say you were there.
I'm going to turn around with like a.
I dare you to go out there. I dare
I
you.
can't see anything out there. It's dark.
That's why it'll get you. What do you do? Be nice to the animals.
I'm trying to get it to move so I know where it is.
Somebody call PETA. Did that make that noise or did you make that
This
noise?
stuff falling from me doing it. Hey, tell them talking to people.
Oh my God. Okay. So I was like, there's some animal, there's a creature just in time for Halloween. There's
I'm back.
so I'm like, let's do it in an RV so we can spend time there. Cause like, I think you need to like go to local football game. Like you gotta like go to the, you gotta know what the good breakfast place is.
Yeah, I gotta have good.
You gotta know what the good burger place is. You gotta know what the good ice cream place is. You need to know a little town gossip. Maybe go to some sort of community
bingo.
event.
You can go to bingo.
Bingo.
Yeah.
I'm a big fan of bingo. So you need to spend time there. And unless we're going to be like independently wealthy jet setters that fly from place to place.
I was
and I
hoping
don't
to be
like
independently wealthy.
Okay, sure.
11 years
Independently wealthy,
ago.
great. But I don't want to have to sleep in hotels where I have to pack a bag and bring my shit there and it's dirty and you can't get the temperature right and the bed's not comfortable.
It's
Blah,
so
blah, blah.
terrible Goldilocks.
Yeah.
I'm not going to take you to the no-tell motel. I'm going to
No,
take
but
you.
think about places that we've stayed. There's always been something that we didn't like.
Well, I'm not that picky.
The
I'm like,
air's always too stuffy. So we have to bring, hang on. Here are some examples
high maintenance Nelly over
The
here.
air is too stuffy, so we
Oh.
bring a diffuser to put essential oils in and moisturize the room.
I never
Does
found
it or does it not help dramatically in your life?
It makes things pleasant. I will say that.
So, you know, like in your hotel where recycled air, all that shit, it helps. You don't wake up all dry. It's soothing because it's like getting rid of any other ridiculous smells. We have to bring our own toilet paper because we're not using that freaking rolling paper shit. The Scott $2.90. If you buy Scott toilet paper, you're a piece of shit.
There goes that Scott toilet paper.
You're really not.
Sponsorship.
And if you want to rub your ass with crepe paper, that's cool. Are you into fisting too? Go crazy. Whatever you want to do, tell us all about it. We'll live vicariously. However, I am a Charmin Ultra Soft girl. I bring that shit with me on vacation. If I have an RV, I can have my own fucking toilet paper. And before you get started on me with that, oh, well, RV toilet paper, blah, blah, blah. Actually, Charmin Ultra Soft has been tested for RV toilets. It's actually more biodegradable than the RV toilet paper that is the same texture as fucking Scott's. And Scott's is the least RV friendly of all of the toilet papers. However, we're going to do either the Cinderella toilet, which burns your pee and poo, or the Lavio, which is basically a diaper genie for adults. Most likely the Lavio.
Lavio?
Yes. Called a Lavio. So it's like you pee or poop in it or whatever to other problems people have. Maybe you give birth to a baby that you didn't plan and you put it in there, seal it off.
We have to drive out of state if you want to have a miscarriage. You can't have a miscarriage in Texas.
I don't know what's wrong with you, but if you put it in the toilet in the sealed container, nobody will. What is wrong with us?
I can't. I really can't with you. It's, you know.
And let me just tell you right now, if I'm pregnant, somehow Doug's sperm found, I don't know, something out of my one shriveled little ovary, and they're like implanted on my like butthole or something. And then the baby comes out, okay, I'm for sure putting it in the toilet. The bag. I mean, I don't think it would be alive.
Well, if it's attached to your butthole, it's not going to smell very good.
If I could put...
Look, Doug, we had a baby. Huh? Put that thing in the toilet. I can't stand it.
I'm pretty sure you're not supposed to ever joke about dead babies. However, the only way
all right, hang on.
You feel even remotely good about this situation is if I'm able to not only, like, because, you know, like people talk about their RV toilets. Like,
yeah, right. Yeah, that's all they talk about.
People talk about it. No, RV toilets is like a big deal. So people in their RV toilets are always like, oh, like what kind of toilet paper do you use? Do you shit in it? A lot of people want to know, has it ever been shit in? That's a big one.
Oh, excuse me. So, is this toilet?
When they buy an RV, for sure. Yeah. And so there's different kinds of toilets, but that toilet's like expensive and you have to buy the refills constantly because it's like a diaper genie. So I would want to put something.
So don't go to Taco Bell.
I want to be able to brag to my friends of the substance of the crap in my toilet. So I want to be like, so my kids put their goddamn tampons in there. No problem. My husband beats off in there twice a day. And he has IBS. And the whole thing is overflowing. And I had a dead baby. And the kid's dead hamster, it's in there too. And I take the whole thing. I'm like, look, this is because it's like a black bag. You just seal it up and throw it away. There's something very, very wrong with me. I need help. Are you so sorry you're married to me right now?
Sometimes.
So I was in charge of children today. Oh God. So
we gave the kid a fork and sent her around to inspect the outlets.
We did not, but we finished our bath. And
it wasn't our bath. It was
she was in the bath. I was outside being normal. I at no point attempted to put this child in the toilet, although I did help her on the toilet. Whole other story. So we go
much for our story of our
RVs.
Yeah, okay, but that's okay. We'll get back
to the RV. Back to the RV. So I'm like, originally I was like, let's get a Class A and pull the Jeep and we'll be like a home on wheels. It'll be like you don't even know the difference between here and our house. Except we don't have to be there when it's cold or the waves are going over it. because at the time we lived in Situate.
Well, I have. This is revolutionary.
What's that?
I'm solving the bathroom issue in an RV. You want to hear it?
Well, you have a penis. You have solved the problem,
No.
and I'm not.
You only go to the bathroom when you're driving down the road, and you just cut a hole in the floor. It just goes right down on the road. See you later. Doesn't matter what kind of toilet paper you use. Boom, boom, boom. You put whatever right down there on the road, just like a plane. You think the plane has a black tank? No, it just goes into the
shit balls fall and kill people on a semi-regular basis.
Yeah, so we're gonna take out the middleman. We're just cutting a hole in the bottom of the RV.
Ice
bottom of the
plane shit ball.
Ice goo, blue goo, ice ball, whatever. Anyway, so
how many
that is a
ice
genius.
Plane shit balls have killed people.
So far we've talked about sick moms with their dildos, shit balls,
dead babies.
Oh,
and our new
daycare
and our new daycare center.
And our new daycare center.
Okay, so
called Maybe Daycare. Because we might provide care. We don't know. We may not. If we like the kid, we'll
I'm telling you, I will finish the story at some point, but I'm telling you, the kid had the time of her life, and she has never been as closely supervised in her entire life as she was today, because I forget what it's like to have little ones around.
It's nonstop.
It's crazy.
Nonstop.
And people our age should not be.
What do you mean our age?
We're grandparent age.
I'm grandparent age.
Hook us up. Nolan, finish school. Go get yourself like a surrogate or have a drunken wild night with one of your girlfriends and bring us a grandchild. What? Adopt. We would love an adopted child. Get your education.
But what the problem is, Nolan will go
anytime
to adopt some baby, and they'll say,
I have no life.
We found this from October, what is today, 17th, 16th? 17th, October 17th. Your parents had did some sort of podcast, and they talked about dead babies. What is your role in this? You commented "Hi fam" with a heart, so you must be closely related to these people, and we do not feel that you are, let's say, a material of adoptive parent material. Yes,
don't worry, I know people.
My dad knew somebody in Worcester that bought a baby.
That was hilarious. Did you hear what I just said?
What's that?
I know people. Catholics. I think I know any. I do know a few.
What, Catholics or Texans?
Michelle and Diane.
Who's Michelle?
Michelle and I'm looking at her face with my eyes closed right now, Darlene.
But you know what? If it works for them,
yeah. I've gone and prayed with them at
yeah, you did. Yeah, you did.
It's a nice little spot out in. I don't know where it is, to be
honest.
And those
are two of the more lovely people
outside of 495 area.
No idea. She has no idea. Outside of 495. I remember when we were driving to New York that time. You're like, it's so weird just going west. Because I don't think you had ever been like driving. I don't think you'd ever really driven.
I've driven
on the New York Thruway or
north to south. I've done it 5 times now. New England to Florida, and I've obviously done Maine, New Hampshire, not Vermont, although I did cross into Vermont once. Every time I go to Vermont or even think of going to Vermont, one of my friend's parents dies. She hasn't been a very good relatives dies. She hasn't been a very good friend lately.
Well, that's so easy to kill somebody.
But I'm not going to go to Vermont unless I can put that person in my RV toilet. Then I'm totally down with it. We have a comment? Trace says hi, peeps. Trace.
She almost said hi, perps. Yeah, it's pretty much the way the night is going. We're incriminating ourselves. So you got here a little late. Many levels.
You're definitely going to want to rewatch, because I went into this whole thing about RV toilets and wanting to put a dead baby in one.
It's really not funny. This is medical marijuana, people. Just be careful with it. Be careful with it out there, guys. You don't know what's going to come out of your mouth in a public forum.
It's so absurd, though. That's why it's funny.
Well, the thing is, you just took it out of context. It really actually made sense when we were trying to demonstrate the capability of this toilet that we were going to put in our RV. But then you kind of.
I jumped over a few steps.
Yeah. So
Trace says, "Oh Lord, no, it's getting worse." Okay, so we were in charge of children today. I was. Doug was working. Doug has a collection of all of his cell phones.
Old cell phones,
like flip phones.
Yeah.
He's got it on his flip phone, #OMG Wix. He's the Florida guy.
Yeah, I know.
What's going on over here?
Oh my God, this guy.
I got it on my flip phone.
He comes out here. What's going on here? and he flip phone activate, and then he shows some
I'll show him
heinous
some.
Florida thing. They are all like pretty much all of them are hysterical. The best
It's
one he had.
OMG, it's Wix.
You pull that up. I will tell them about my favorite. Was what's going on here? Flip phone activate. There was a shark swimming down McGregor Boulevard during Hurricane Ian. Like the thing was like about 3-4 feet long, and yeah, it was insane. It was actually confirmed that it was in fact a some sort of small shark.
A baby shark baby shark
that you flushed in the toilet of your RV.
If I could put a fucking shark in the toilet of my RV, like fucking.
What if you get?
Could you imagine if we had a picture exactly like the picture of my grandfather unhooking that baby great white in the boat, except it was me doing it in the toilet in the RV?
What if you got?
So
what
proud.
If your RV toilet solution was you poop into a tank full of tilapia and they just eat it?
I don't want tilapia on my boat. They're fucking frankenfish, and it's not even a boat; it's an RV
or whatever. Brooke Ann is here.
What's up?
He's a Lehigh Acres man.
Love him. Who's a Lehigh Acres man?
I don't know.
Lehigh. Who was I
Straight
just
out of
talking
Lehigh.
about? I'm sorry, I'm very high.
Yeah.
Who was straight?
Oh,
out
no,
of
Lehigh. Your guy.
Wix.
Your
I thought
Wix
he was
guy.
Fort
Yeah.
Myers. Maybe he just
Well,
says, people have an opinion
If you can, yeah.
people have an opinion about Lehigh.
How do we know Brooke Ann?
That's Brooke Ann. That's Brooke Ann. Brooke. Her boyfriend got kicked out of the place.
Oh,
The
okay,
headaches of the
all right,
Mexicans.
yeah. You're right.
Please.
Well, let's bring it back
Oh my
up.
God, name.
Calvin. No.
Alvin.
Elvin. Hey, we know. Yeah.
Super nice guy. I have told the story before. Bill's Backer Bar.
Yes.
We're playing Miami. Miami team sits there. They start talking smack.
Hmm.
Elvin's not taking that shit.
No.
So he talks smack back and he got kicked out. We haven't been back, by the way.
Well, it hasn't been a 1 o'clock. Next week.
Yeah,
Next
we are
week.
going back. It's not like, but you know, if it makes you feel better to think that we haven't gone because we're so pissed that you got kicked out, we're willing to take that.
But I was thinking that you like
We'll
maybe
get
just give him a fake mustache or something. Like
Yeah.
nobody's gonna notice.
Nobody.
Nobody's gonna notice. Who's gonna
Something
know?
like
You know
that.
that thing that meme? Who's gonna
maybe
know?
we could dye his hair. Could bring him over. I'll color his hair for him.
He comes in.
You know what? Here's the thing. I have some extra dreadlocks like that are fake hair that I throw in for color sometimes. Send them over. I'll braid them into his hair and it'll look like he has dreadlocks. And people will be like, no longer just the white lady. Although I am Hispanic in a weird way. We'll talk about that.
Not.
We've talked about it before. I think I am. I'm not sure. We'll have to have a committee.
It's not.
Google said I'm Hispanic and the DMV said I'm Hispanic.
He said, "Oh, well, I guess Google and
Google and
the
the DMV think I'm Hispanic, I must be Hispanic. I don't know. But my point is they would be like, dude, there's a white lady over there with dreadlocks and then like this random Hispanic guy with dreadlocks. Oh, wait, she's half
All
Hispanic.
right, she says that'll work. We're good. All right, we'll go. And then the next week can go and we can make his hair gray like me and we'll give him some white New Balance and some shorts.
He grew his hair out. That's hilarious.
Oh, that's funny.
Dude, if he sneaks back into the Bill's Backer Bar after getting kicked out, his drinks that
the
night.
Mafia is strong.
His drinks that night are on me. I'm buying his drinks.
And then he gets tanked and starts yelling at the Patriots fans.
Up to $30.
Up to.
Oh,
they use very, very generous.
Unless the podcast can get some sponsorship.
The podcast.
By the way,
somebody tried to
give us money once. Somebody tried to give us money once. It wasn't a lot of money, but we were like, no, we can't do that. Shout out to Uriel, Ranadon speakers, the Ranadon spot. Probably the coolest gift you can get this Christmas. Only $50.
So we can't even stay on topic. I don't know who's going to sponsor the show. When we started with taking care of babies, we went to dildos. We went to
dildos for sick moms.
Miscarrying into
sick Canadian moms.
Miscarrying a baby into a toilet in an RV, and then some critter ran across the back here. We had to go deal with that. You don't know what's going to happen on here. I will say this. Our friend Brooke Ann is a housekeeper in the Southwest Florida area. If you are looking for someone, hit your girl up. And she's super cute. She's so cute. Clean up your act. That's what Brooke will do. She clean up your act.
To be your age again. To be that age again. And to look the way she's adorable. She's adorable.
And she's a Bills fan.
Go to your room till you're 40. Just kidding. She's adorable. I love her.
She needs your calming guidance is what she needs.
Despite the fact that Elvin got kicked out of the Bill's Backer Bar, he has really good energy. She has really good energy. Her whole family had just great energy. Actually,
they're good folks.
Dude, there was that one guy that had bad energy. The week we sat with Cheryl that was directly behind you. Cheryl is like on a world tour, by the way.
Yeah.
Anyway, so
I believe it's Mary.
Nope.
Which Cheryl? Oh, Cheryl.
Cheryl.
Sorry. Okay, yeah. I'm sorry.
Say
We
sorry,
meet
Cheryl.
so many people.
She says, "Oh, thanks, y'all." She says, "We'll do it. Watch, I'm dying.
Yeah.
You might have to dye your hair."
Well, you
too.
know what? This week it is kind of Halloween, so like you can kind of get away with like the costume thing, and then after that, they're gonna forget.
What
do they have his drawing up at the
what
front?
does Elvin drink? And also, like, will he let you drive him home if we get him
soused?
If I send over a shot every time the Bills score, that would be hilarious.
Well, if it was last week, that'd be 2 shots.
What's the most touchdowns that have ever been scored in a game?
In a game, Miami scored like 70 points a couple weeks ago, 3 weeks ago.
But do you think that would draw attention to him?
Oh, I think we would have to draw attention of an EMT in an ambulance because he would have had 10 shots within
they bring the whole family. They just pass the shots around the table at a time.
All right, so
tell them to bring grandma. She should get some sambuca
Grandma.
or whatever she drinks, tequila.
Handles alcohol. We're good. So you were talking about it the other night. I cannot handle liquor at
that's
all.
right.
I have like I smell something and I'm like, oh, this is not good.
The people thought that he had been drinking, so maybe that's exactly what it was. I don't know. I don't know, but I thought that they were all just
everybody's fine. Those Miami people.
Just that they were being men who were into football who shit talk each other. Remember when camaraderie was a thing?
Yeah.
We shit talk. The people that we like, the more we like you, the more we shit talk you. Like, if you are fortunate enough to get insulted on this podcast, that means we think you're fucking awesome. And if we won the lottery, we would give you money.
No, we're not. We're not giving anybody money.
Yeah, we'll do nice things for people.
Yeah, we did nice things. I don't think giving them money is going to help them. We're going to teach a man to fish. Up
shit. Like, I'm going to find out what Elvin likes to drink and send shots over to him and his grandma. I'm just a nice person like that. I'm going to hire somebody to go. I'm actually going to fly myself in to help Tracy pack and organize because I love that kind of shit. I love packing. She needs your help. I love moving. I love organizing. I love planning.
She doesn't need you taking over her. Like you take over.
No, she's been stressed. Move. Tracy says, "Yep," and I love the shit talking. Okay, go take a little nap in your Subaru. Just kidding. She doesn't have a Subaru. She has a big old massive truck.
What?
She has a massive bush. I think the lesbians were probably the first to whack that shit off.
Well, maybe they like it. Maybe that's the thing that I don't know.
Trace,
you tell me.
When did the ladies start? The lady on ladies start shaving their parts? What can you ask around in the lesbian community?
Or don't they?
I started shaving
maybe
mine
they don't.
At like
maybe
16.
They don't. You're weird and I love you, she says. Yeah, you.
Oh, totally weird.
You're definitely odd.
We haven't even gone finished. She's as bald as beautiful. I have so many more things to say about this. Anne is asking, is anyone else having an issue with the podcast freezing?
It's not freezing. It's just we're all over the place, I think. And you're
it
like,
could be that we're being total spaz.
Did it freeze? Because they were just talking about dildos and now they're talking about babies.
Let us know if you're having issues with the podcast freezing, perhaps. Oh, Anne's always in Facebook trouble. I'm so proud of her for that. That's actually one of my favorite things about Anne. It's something we have in common. We're both always in Facebook trouble. So she's watching from YouTube. So that may be why she's having issues. By the way, it's starting to be cool at night, so people are going out. And by the way, we might soon be in ski parkas. Okay, what were we talking about? So RV to travel the world.
You were talking about bald lesbians.
Yes, but we talked about getting in an RV and traveling the country. Yeah. So this was my idea. We buy an RV. By the way, found one for sale on Marketplace today. 2018 Winnebago View.
It was a scam.
Sleep 6, $14,000. Okay, here's $14,000. I'll put it on a credit card. I'll take the points, use them to pay our rent. We won't need to pay rent anymore. Right, the point is, we wouldn't need to pay rent. And $14,000, like I can come up with $14,000, credit cards, whatever.
GoFundMe.
Pimping, Doug.
Plasma.
Selling
Kidney.
my plasma, like maybe selling paintings of my tits imprinted on things.
Tit paintings.
Whatever.
Tit prints.
I might do that.
Titty prints.
Sell titty prints.
Why not?
Titty prints. If we sold, would you do a painting where I we painted my tits and smashed them up on paper, and then we got your dick and balls all hard and like put them on the same paper and we sold them?
Nobody would want that.
If you would like one, how much would you be willing to pay? Whatever you say, $10 more, and we'll do it. We'll do it. You got to pay for shipping. So Tracy already said we're all good.
Yeah, she's all good with the painting.
So anyway, I found an RV today. It was a 2018 Winnebago View. I forget which model, but it's the rear twin bed.
Rear twin.
Sleep 6, which we don't really need, but that would be cool. And diesel generator, only 36,000 miles, $12,000, or what, 16,000 was some like small number.
14.
That thing's worth like at least 90 grand. So scam your way the fuck out of my life. Tracy says, women in ancient Egyptian, Roman, and Indian cultures were subjected to the removal practices similar to today's.
Hair removal.
Dating back to 3000 BC, the first razors made seashells were just used by women to shave off the head and pubic hairs. Egyptians also removed hair with sugar-based waxes like today's modern-day waxing practices, or sugaring, as it were. Yes, but I was asking specifically of the trend within the lesbian set. I know what I did. My cousins didn't shave theirs, and they were like, both of them. They didn't, and they had like
to this day
beautiful bodies, but they had the.
Some people like the. I don't know.
It was scary.
I don't know.
By the way,
you do.
I wouldn't share the secrets of my cousins, but I've been completely disowned by the family. Nobody gives a shit about me. They go to my abusive ex's house.
Imagine if they watch this show. Hey,
they probably do.
Then they're all self-conscious of their
hate.
What if they suddenly in their mid-40s or whatever they are get self-conscious of their, and that's why their lives went south.
Know. They've been talking shit about me for fucking 47 years. I'm fucking Trace says on it. Yeah, just call around all your lesbian friends.
Take a poll.
How many lesbian friends? They don't like polls. How many lesbian friends do you have? Can I be part of the group? Do you guys have like?
And do you prefer lesbian friends or non-lesbian friends because they're or like because like if you're a lesbian friend, you like hang around and talk about lesbian stuff, which is stereotyping, by the way. Or do you just like people for people? Like I don't have a lot of I don't know.
All I can say is I want to be part of a lesbian text thread. But like I want to be with like a bunch of lesbians, like
you don't want to
a gaggle.
A gaggle.
Call a group of lesbians.
A pride. Get it? Pride parade. If they're.
Do you know what they call a group of flamingos?
A matter of flamingos.
A flamboyance.
A flamboyance.
I know what the gay chat will be called.
Flamboyance.
Actually, we have a chat with our sons called Fierce Flamingos.
Because we have flamingos here and we're fierce.
Randall.
What's up, Randall?
Is here. How do we know him?
We don't know him, but welcome to
What's up,
whatever. I don't know how you found us, but
we're glad you're here.
We're glad you said hello.
You might regret coming. Just gonna tell you now, it's going off the rails.
This stuff is a little crazy.
8:44. So anyway, we're not gonna buy that RV from today. As you guys have heard us talk about many, many times, we are obsessed with Dean from Leisure Travel. We're gonna get him on the podcast one day. And we want to get a leisure travel van and name it Dean. Here's the thing about the leisure travel. It's a class B, really a B+. It's on the Mercedes Sprinter chassis with a wide box. It has a slide. It has a full bathroom. That's right. Shower, toilet, sink. Not getting wet. It's like your bathroom at home. It has a pop-up televator with like a 50-inch TV, an outdoor refrigerator, a lounge that can be a chaise. It can be 2 chairs. It can be a dining set. It can be dining for 4. And it's a motherfucking Murphy bed.
Oh,
boom. So, and it has a generator. And I have been talking to my new friend Art. By the way, shout out to Art, who told me an amazing story about San Francisco today. I hope he will allow it. I think that we've gone international.
We have.
What's up, Osama Saban? How are you? Tonight is the night we go viral internationally. Thanks, guys, for showing up. Hey, Randall and Osama, where are you guys from? We're glad to have you here at Marital Hate. We've never had strangers before.
No, we hardly ever.
We love strangers. So, what happened? We went to so we want to buy an RV. And, Doug was hoping that we could be like independently wealthy and we'd be like, hey, let's go to the Bills game. And we drive to a Bills game and, come back and hire somebody to clean the black tank. But my thought is, and this was my idea, we just renewed our lease here. We got a year. And I don't know if we're going to be in a position to buy a house at the end of the year, but we would kind of be stretching it. I'd like to really focus on keeping our costs down and bringing up some revenue. Hang on one second. Trace confirms that they really do love strangers. We do love strangers. The stranger is just a friend you haven't met yet. He's from Liberia.
Liberia.
Woohoo, Liberia! I don't know anything about Liberia, but I hope that things.
I know
are good
that's
over
where librarians come from.
Maybe
oh wait,
not. Maybe I don't know. Do you have an advantage if you're librarian from Liberia? I want to know more about Liberia.
That's fine. All right, Liberia is officially the Republic of Liberia in the country on the West African coast. It's bordered by Sierra Leone and the northwest of Guinea, and Guinea to the north. Ivory Coast is to the east, and the Atlantic Ocean is to its south. So it must be on that little part that hangs out over the on the left.
Chief exports are cool ass people who listen to our podcast.
That's right, and they their flag is boom, one big star, one love, one heart. Let's get together.
Maybe
and feel
Randall's
right.
the one big star in Liberia.
He could be.
As far as we're concerned, the
he is
Liberian
now. He
flag,
started the show tonight.
one big star. It's all about you, Randall. Liberia. What's the native language there?
Well, apparently, our friend Randall here is fluent in English because he is speaking in English.
Yeah, but
capital is Monrovia. Government is a unitary presidential constitutional republic. I don't even know what that means. There's an upper house and a lower house of the legislature.
Okay.
This is fantastic. We're learning stuff from you, Randall. This is good.
Well, you're learning it from the internet. He said, yeah, that's it. Liberia. It was created formerly enslaved for formerly enslaved African Americans.
By Marcus Garvey.
English is Liberia's official language. Well, we were all prepared to be impressed by your English speaking, but now we're really not as impressed anymore because it's your national language. It has 16 major indigenous ethnic groups. Liberia is one of West Africa's best surf spots. Do you surf, Randall?
Oh, look at that.
I used to enjoy a little bit of surfing. Well, now you guys know things about Liberia. Jesus, it looks beautiful.
They're 0.1 non-African in as a demographic.
I wonder if I'm part Liberian.
You may be. You have to.
I'm South Sub-Saharan. I'd have to look it up.
I don't think.
Maybe we're distantly related. That would be cool as shit. Liberia is Africa's oldest republic.
Look at this. This is legit.
It's home to rare endangered animals.
Oh.
The Diana monkey.
Yeah.
Did she throw her poo and sing Dirty Diana? The Upper Guinea red colobus. I don't know what the fuck that is. Monkey. A Western chimpanzee.
I just watched a show about the chimpanzees.
Oh, Doug's about to lose his mind. Up in here.
Oh
here,
my God.
really.
Yeah.
It is home to the pygmy hippopotamus.
Oh, the hippie pig.
Doug is obsessed.
The hippie.
Obsessed with pygmy.
I love all
he's been working on an ad campaign, and it's all fucking hippos all day long.
Yeah.
And, I kind of look like a hippo.
No, you don't.
Round in the ass, big mouth. Just saying. Okay, and they're protecting their animals. There's 700 bird species in Liberia. 700 We thought we lived in a fucked up, crazy bird country. They have 700 fucking birds. Jeez. Almost gorgeous forests and jungles of Liberia. 800 plus butterfly species.
If the landscape and the animals are so beautiful, what is Randall doing here? Watching us sit here on our porch.
Go outside.
Yeah. Well, no, we could get eaten by something.
Liberia has more than 6.6 million hectares of tropical forest. How can we move to Liberia?
Send us pictures, Randall.
Oh, yeah, please send us pictures. Our email is maritalhate@gmail.com. Liberia has emerging tourist destinations. Top 10 attractions in I could go down the Liberia rabbit hole all day. And
like that.
Jesus. Mount Nimba.
Look at guys with surfboards. This is great.
Waterfall. That's a beautiful waterfall. Sapo National Park. It looks like it looks like the Congo. It's beautiful. I don't know if that's offensive. Sorry if it is. I'm a dumb American. There's Robert Sport, which is, I guess, the jewel of Liberia's surfing crown. The year-round warm weather and long waves that peel across the coast is gorgeous. You can body surf, or sliding, as Liberians call it.
Sliding.
Liberians call body surfing. There's Monrovia, which is like an African city. There's Marshall. Beach lovers who want to spend their days relaxing. I would like to drive my Jeep out there. There's birding. There's Providence Island. We have a Providence, Rhode Island. Providence, Rhode Island is a capital. And then in Massachusetts, there's Provincetown. And boy, is that different probably than where you live. Cultural heritage. It is a settlement of former slaves. And I'm sorry that people in your community were slaves.
Not to jump on somebody, but Osama is from Morocco.
Morocco.
I have typed in it. Greetings from Morocco. He says so. Morocco is also in North Africa.
So I actually have a friend who's from Morocco.
We're going worldwide tonight. People.
You guys,
welcome.
Hang on, I have a friend who's from Morocco. Do you guys know each other? Let me look up many.
All right, you look that up. Tracy says I'm sold on having a chimp as a baby. Watch Chimp Empire.
Randall, if you want to make some money, getting some monkeys and selling them to Americans. It's probably super illegal.
White American ladies.
Meditazi.
They want the because I would assume that a chimp is probably easier to raise than an actual human, as we found out today because we were babysitting.
So my friend Mehdi, his last name's Tazi. He's actually from Morocco, and he is the CEO of Host to Web.
Okay.
And at Pixie Media. And Mehdi's actually the one who taught me that it's very hard to get money out of Morocco to spend in other countries. Like they do not like it when you try to do that. And Morocco has got Grand Prix. Is that coming up?
That's Monaco.
I don't. Now we've got to read about Morocco.
Osama says thank you.
I can't. We're gonna have to read more about Morocco, but we have had quite. Why not?
Monaco, or as Howard Stern would produce, Monaco, which I always thought was funny because Princess Grace was from Monaco. Key facts about Morocco. That's where I believe that's where the Fez.
The capital is Rabat. It's a constitutional monarchy.
Nice.
Arabic, Berber, and French. Oh, Français.
Nice.
Tu parles français? Do you know that peep in French means blowjob?
On any continent, that's a good thing.
The population is 34 million and
wow.
Change. And they have the Moroccan Durham is there, and it's 172,000 square miles. It looks like it's it's not far from Algeria. It's not far from Spain and Portugal. I don't know if you know this. I'm half Portuguese. We could have relatives. Are you on 23andMe? I am. You could be my cousin.
Tanger.
I have to send you a Christmas card. Tanger. What is Tanger?
I don't know. Let's find out.
Oh, he's from Tanger?
He's from Tanger.
Oh.
Not to be confused with the Tanger outlets.
Assalamu alaikum. I like mint tea with sugar too.
Tanger,
That's what
Morocco.
it says here.
Let's see.
People live in Fez, Casablanca, Maracat, and Coastal Plain. Children are required to be in the ages from 7 to 15, but many children work with their parents and are not able to attend school. Many girls don't ever receive education. That sucks. But I wonder if they're getting an education outside of the traditional.
Well, they're getting an education on this podcast tonight as we're going
please
worldwide.
Do not watch Moroccan. Do not let Moroccan children watch this podcast. Elephants and lions once wandered around Morocco, but they are gone forever. Reptiles like geckos. Oh, we have those here.
We have them here.
Snakes,
we took them
have
all.
those. Chameleons. Here.
Got these.
But most mammals have disappeared. Today, most common are camels, sheep, goats, the Barbet macaw monkey, and the wild boar. The desert fox, hedgehog, and jerboa inherit the desert. Olive trees grow across the flat plains of evergreen oaks, and giant cedars are common in the woods and the mountains. Dude, I can read about this all day, but I think what we really need to do is go visit.
Look at this thing. That's a jerboa jumping around in the desert.
So what we need to know, new friends, Osama and Randall, is can we stay with you if we come there?
We don't even know these guys.
So it's not the first.
Well, they might not live there. They might.
Hang on. Some of the best people that have ever stayed at our house have been people we didn't know.
Yeah.
Think about it. Blowfly, Sean from Blowfly, Tom. What was the other guy's from Blowfly's name? Sean and fuck, I can't remember his name just because I haven't talked to him.
I don't remember. Yeah.
Let's see. Bobby Mack. Rest in peace, Bobby Mack. You were a legend.
Donna says stranger danger. Donna,
we
have you for protection.
I'm sorry. Once upon a time, I met you at a Panera.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you know this, but you have had a torrid past. And yet here we are. best of friends. Donna's like one of my best friends.
She's your bestie.
I like it's like kind of like a tie between like Christina and Zach and Donna, I think. Am I forgetting anybody?
Me.
Like Tracy and Anna are right there too, though.
Yeah, there's a lot of people on your
You're right.
friendship
Sometimes
list.
Todd, Dave,
Todd Alvey.
Zach. Oh my god, I love Todd Alvey.
Dave. It's all kinds
I
of
have a little crush on Todd Alvey though.
fine.
I love you most of all though.
Well,
I love you most of
some
all.
days, sometimes I'm
Todd
happy.
is terrified of
sometimes I'm
women. Todd
Yeah,
is now
well,
afraid of women,
yeah.
and I understand.
Like I
why.
should be.
Yes, you should be because I'm your wife. Anne says everyone is once a stranger to us. There's another one. Was a stranger to me. What, like a month ago? We talked
Well, you
like
know
3
this
times, and then I
person?
gave her like
No,
unsolicited
yeah.
advice on how to live her life.
And then she found you quite entertaining.
Most people do. And then Anne, I just knew her from Situate Monthly.
Yeah. Yeah.
And poor Tracy was like the girl that you worked with. You're
I
like,
worked with- yeah,
I
and
can't
now-
tell the difference between her and her wife. I'm so sorry. He's terrible. Anyway, everybody.
Donna will be here in 46 days.
Holy shit. Florida,
Watch
brace
out.
yourselves.
Watch out, Florida.
Brace yourself.
Donna coming.
Brooke, I'm a little sad that you're not going to get to meet Donna. It's a bye game that week.
Yeah.
It's a bye game that week. That means we don't have a game. Anyway, I wanted you to meet Donna, but no game that week.
Wait, what happened in Texas with the rainbow? That was Daniel, and he met her, and she was terrific. That
Yes.
was last night. Yeah.
And he sent pictures, and he had trouble getting home, but they did fly him home first class.
First class.
He's going to take it slow because the distance, which I think is the perfect compromise
I think
between what he wants to do with his life and what I think he should do with his life. I'm just saying that maybe I'm a messenger from God delivering messages to my friends. And God is like, you know what, Stacey? You're right. I'm
Wait.
going to make it so he can't have drama
time out.
overnight.
Time out.
I'm a messenger
You-
from God.
messenger from God wants a commune.
Yes.
The ATF are probably on their way here now to light our house on fire.
Okay. Now Osama is from Tangier,
Yeah, well, he's from Tangier, Morocco.
Morocco.
Yeah.
Greetings.
Yeah.
We're here. We're glad
We're,
you're
like,
here.
Happy.
And she says, Tracy, I'm very happy for you, Daniel. Is Daniel even here?
He was not. No.
Randall says, wow. I don't know what he's saying wow about, but
Well,
we're glad you're here.
they're watching this probably like tomorrow morning over there.
You poor people
Yeah.
just woke up and this is what you're listening to.
Do you guys like the Toto song Africa over there? Like, is that like an anthem? Like Born in the USA is over here.
Born in the USA, nobody listens to that.
Nonsense.
Please do not take this as an indication of what American culture is, by the
Oh,
way.
this is exactly.
When
what-
I just coughed, I peed a little.
Yeah, well, we should wrap it up because it's well after 9.
I know but we've been like sparse on our podcasting.
But that's all right.
Tracy
You've already
says
said that you're a
messenger
messenger
from
from God.
Messenger from God. Okay, speaking of me being a messenger from God and Doug thinking it's going to be a cult, and okay, maybe
That's
we
how
all
these
talked
things
about
start.
it. People would like a commune, and
Nobody
we're
wants a commune.
we had a whole conversation about our commune. We've had multiple conversations about our commune. I can name names. I have video proof of people we have discussed our commune with, and
Yeah, it's not our commune. It's your commune.
I will leave him for you.
I just
we
need a
have our
place-
commune. I don't know, Osama or Randall. I'm gonna need a new husband. If you're interested, I'll get you a green card. Tracy says I would like
She'd be okay with an off-grid commune.
an off-grid commune. Okay, so here is my plan. Next year, lease is up. They're gonna try to raise our rent again. They just raised it. We say no. We are going to sell most everything, as we did
Again.
2 years ago, and
No,
put
no.
our most valuable items, like the
in
Jeep,
a public location
in
for
a
you to come and
storage
get
unit,
like a
in a
geocaching experiment.
a storage unit. Maybe we put it at Tracy's house. They have this big sprawling manor now. We might as well leave it there. And they need furniture.
It's a sprawling manor.
Trace, if you need furniture for your house, we're gonna get rid of all of ours to go live in
Yeah,
an RV. Come get
They
it.
want our
If you want to listen, I haven't sent back the final lease yet. If you want to just come get our furniture, we can just buy the $18,000 RV and go, or 14, 16. After the fuck it was.
You're just crazy. You're too crazy.
Okay,
about
it
that.
was a scam. Okay, so here's what we do. For 1 year, we travel in the RV. While we travel, I book gigs for Doug around the country. We stay at Harvest Hosts, which are free, and they're like farms and shit. And they're like, hey, you could stay here for free, but could you please buy something from our store? And we're like, of course, we would have bought from your store anyway. We fucking love farms. And then We basically treat every episode like it's an episode of Letterkenny. I think that would be a good time. So Doug does a gig. I make friends. We go to a community football game. Maybe we join a church. We like make friends and we understand the camping and the communities and whatnot. And I'm researching camping. We're still doing the podcast. Doug is continuing to do marketing and music. And I'm going to start selling some t-shirts and stickers or something.
And titty prints.
Oh, and I'm going to get back to that crazy hippie chick. I have been doing a little TikTok series. It's like this, but for short attention span. But it's like, I only have like 10 videos right now. Not the point. The point is we have gone on a trip in our little rocket ship. Now we go around the country and we do it for like a year. And at the end of that year, because we have been paying only $1,000 a month payment on this thing and our other expenses are replaced with fuel and insurance, and the storage unit. And so we're able to bank $1,300 a month that we couldn't bank before. At the end of the year, we pay cash for a small piece of land, 5 acres, maybe. But we would make sure it's in an area where there's more land available. Or maybe we make a deal with somebody who's looking to unload their land incrementally, or we're like, hey, we'll buy it as you want to sell it. We'll buy it. And so what we do first is we live on land in our RV while we have an RV park set up. And we make income on that. And then we use the income from that because you can get a minimum of $600 a month for a RV site, minimum. And we make it a beautiful campground. And then we expand it. Well, of course, we hire a caretaker. Then we expand it from there. And we have like tiny homes or permanent residents that we've invited to stay. And we grow our own food. And we have a solar farm, which the USDA will pay for. And there you have it. Instant commune.
Tracy says, no, you will become a traveling church so that it's tax exempt and you can write off everything as you travel and accept donations along the way. I like the donations.
I do like the idea of having a traveling church, and we could get donations even now. We could have a Patreon page, but it's really interesting because the property, RV park / farm / commune, I think it could be a farm. It could be a religious organization, and it could be a nonprofit.
It's very
so we ain't paying shit in taxes because that's the goal, motherfuckers.
Donna says the gas for an RV is dreadful expensive. There will be no savings.
So actually and
then she said she'd be kicked out of the church, which is actually true.
We would never kick you out of our church.
Well,
we love you. We would just be like, Donna, you can't say that word.
Donna.
You know which one.
There's some rules with the church.
But I will say that the mileage on the RV that we like is actually the same as the mileage on Douglas Volvo. Get that. New fucking diesel, motherfucker.
Brick says that's a business you'd have to have like a special.
Although diesel is a little more expensive. Wait. You would have like special initiation process. Yeah, well, like surviving one night of the podcast is your special initiation process.
Oversharing. Like
meeting Donna and surviving. If she doesn't come at you with a hammer, you're good to go.
You're probably okay. Yeah.
If you
can survive the first 20 minutes.
You don't flinch when she says like a really like offensive phrase, like if you think I say crazy shit.
I've heard stuff come out of Donna's mouth that made my jaw drop because you're not really supposed to say those words.
Dude, every time
anymore,
I'm like, Donna, I'm like, dude, what did you just say?
But I honestly don't think Donna has hate in her.
She does not have hate in her heart. And I will tell you that
or
Donna checks on me all the time. She's always thinking about me. She cares so much about other people. She's just a love. And you just want to squish her. So she's so cute. But you have to like get down because she's like short. She's like tiny. She's so cute. She like comes up to here on me.
Tracy says she's good and she's on Donna's good side. Yeah. So yeah.
Yeah. Well, you and Donna, are you guys like Facebook friends now? You should be because you were like besties during the crack story. The crack story.
That was amazing.
I'm not going to say, but somebody told the crack story.
It was amazing.
It was amazing. I'm glad.
Everything about that was just amazing.
I'm not glad that she smoked crack, although I am interested to know what that was like. Oh, actually, somebody else we know smoked crack by mistake.
By mistake. It's always by mistake.
Thought he was freebasing.
Force or something. But whatever. You do you, people. Whatever you got to do.
All I know is I'm out in the world trying to make friends. And I'm making friends across the globe. And I'm really excited about it. I don't know if
Brooke loves Donna already.
I don't know if Randall and Osama are still here, but I'm super grateful for you guys today.
Yeah, Brooke, I've laughed so hard at Donna's stories. Like when she's telling a story, like there's just some amazing stuff that happens to Donna, and there's amazing take on like her take on the world. You listen to Donna talk about her going on a cruise ship.
Oh my God.
You will just
Tracy, Donna on a cruise ship.
Oh my God.
She's talking about
amazing.
There was an ethnic group that was taking all the shrimp and tea and was slurping their noodles and playing a
I don't know how
it was the funniest thing.
Randall's still here. You're still here. It's like tomorrow
you should see a psychiatrist now.
If we haven't scared you away, Randall, you're good.
You're one of the crowd. One of us. We accept you, one of us. Okay. So does anybody want to rent? So, here's the other thing. It could also be a retirement home or assisted living and also I want part of the community to be disabled people, like learning disabled. And I also want another branch. So it's like loops, like at Disney. If you go to, what's that thing called?
Epcot?
No. like Epcot or like the, I was thinking of the camping one.
Wilderness or something like that.
Fort Wilderness. So there's different loops. So you have a loop that's like, okay, like these are like maybe are like little adults with autism group, and this is our
Dungeons and Dragons people put them on the
young families end. Group, Dungeons and Dragons group. This is our religious fanatics group. This is our. By the way, I made friends recently with some nudists, so it's like our nudist swinger.
Yeah, that was the thing the other day. You're like, hey, what did you think about a nudist RV park? I'm like, I have no interest.
We're
in
going
seeing nude RV.
What are you just gonna stay in the RV all day? And I'm gonna be walking. I'll be skipping around naked with my business all flopping everywhere. Tracy, will you guys come with me, please, please, please? Donna, come with me.
Donna says, "Don't go out of New York. All the losers go out of there." That's a classic.
That's
Donna.
a classic.
And
Donna
yes, she told the story the night I met her, and that was amazing. And Brooke says, "Count me in with whatever."
Okay, can you please do that in Donna's voice?
What am I doing?
Don't go out of New York. All the losers gone.
They got
even doing this.
She gets so mad. She's like reliving the experience. It's fucking losers coming.
The way she says losers, she like arcs it
losers.
Losers.
Losers. Yeah.
I don't even know how she does it. It's amazing.
But I think we could use Donna's anger as a power plant to light the world.
For real.
Like, because there's like,
girl,
you know how like
let it go
in Chernobyl, there's that like thing of goo that like is just like generating all this heat and electricity.
Oh, like in
melting
Ghostbusters 2?
Well, kind of, yeah. So, anyways, there's just
so you have to charge.
Look it up. There's I forget what they call it. The core, not the core.
Donna can either be charged with good energy or she can be charged with bad energy. It just depends on the day.
Donna says the losers wanted to eat the octopus that was on the display.
Why don't you want to eat?
But I think that's what it was on display.
Donna. You know how COVID started. They were eating
up.
We're kidding.
Okay.
We have no idea. It didn't have anything to do with the United States government funding Wuhan or anything like that. For sure. No, definitely not. What were we saying?
I'm looking up the blob at Chernobyl because there's a name for it.
Doug is very excited about a blob. That's why
the elephant's foot is the nickname given to a large mass of corium and other materials formed underneath the Chernobyl power plant. And notable for its extreme radioactivity. I knew it was called like some weird thing, but the elephant's foot, that's a great name for a punk band right there.
I saw a movie about Chernobyl when I was in Poland. I was on a date with an Irish gypsy. And we watched.
How did I get involved in this cavalcade of nonsense? You know what it is? It's like, you know that thing on in the airport, like it's a moving sidewalk.
Yeah.
I'm on a moving sidewalk of nonsense with you. Oh. Which your moving sidewalk of nonsense was before. Like you went on a date with a gypsy to a movie about Chernobyl in Poland.
In his Porsche. He was an Irish gypsy.
Yeah, so go for
like he asked me to marry him.
Cavalcade of nonsense.
Oh, and my boss texted him and told him that I loved him. And he said, I love you too. And he texted back as me and said, what are we going to do about it? And he texted me back saying that we should go to the United States. He wants to come to the United States. And he wanted me to go to church with his mom on Sunday. And then so apparently they like to sing and they like to fight. I never saw him fight, but he came to meet up with my colleagues and I and my boss at this bar. My boss, I'd been getting everybody drunk all night, candles, fucking booze, and maybe a little
cavalcade
of Ukraine's best marijuana on the Baltic
nonsense.
Sea. So I'm smoking. So this Ukrainian guy is selling us or gave us marijuana on the Baltic Sea. And then we went back inside and got drunk off our asses on like 8 bottles of vodka with our colleagues. And then the gypsy that I had been dating while I was in Poland that had proposed to me sits down and I informed him.
How did you meet this Polish guy?
The Polish guy is
the gypsy guy. How did you meet the gypsy guy?
I was at a bar with Tom's wife, and her, who did not like, she was like, who is this girl that Tom is talking to all the time? And her friend Anya, Anya has the same birthday as me, July 13th, shout out.
Sure. Now they've stolen your.
I'm sorry, she's the 12th, I'm the 13th.
Now,
we celebrated.
Now somebody stole your
we
identity.
celebrated
okay.
while we were in Poland with Russians. And on the way home, got drunk with a Italian who works for NASA, beautiful woman, Francesca. She bought a Subaru from your brother Steve.
Oh, no kidding.
Yes, and I got a $300.
So now my brother is on the cavalcade of nonsense.
Your brother is somehow a part of this cavalcade of nonsense. The point is
Can I get off the escalator now?
While I was at a bar with Joanna and Anya, I sat down at the bar and they were getting, it was called Cafe New York, and they were they had these fruit cocktails they carved like things into. And these guys walk up and they're like, "Are you American?" And then they were Irish. And I'm like, what gave it away? I kind of stand out.
Oh, you remind me of Lonnie Anderson.
So one of them shortly thereafter,
from TJ Hooker.
One of them shortly thereafter proposed to me. We inhaled helium on the street. We made friends with Poland's Sopot's only transgendered black man. I have his ring still. We tried to find a strip club. We couldn't find one. We inhaled helium, and then he proposed to me.
It's too late.
And I think we all went back to my hotel and hung out afterwards.
It's a Tuesday.
It was a Tuesday, yeah. It was a Tuesday.
No, I said today is Tuesday.
Oh, but that was a Tuesday when that happened. I flew in on Monday. Oh, wait, was that Sunday night? It was the first night I was there. That was my first night in Poland, and my last night in Poland was out drinking with Russians.
So she comes back from
on
Poland.
My birthday.
She comes back from Poland.
And I drank on the plane, and I drank on the plane on the way there. And I'm not a drinker, but I don't like flying. And when you're in Rome, and Romans want you to drink with them, you drink.
And so she comes back, and about, was it like a week later?
We meet. Then I moved to the beach.
You moved to the beach and said, yeah.
Donna says, who eats that? Nasty people. It's about the octopus. I thought she was talking about the puss.
Oh.
Don't call her lesbian friends nasty people. Or Doug. Okay. So,
all right. So we're grateful for things. I'm grateful.
Yeah, we do gratitude. We're going to have to circle back on all of this stuff.
That's all nonsense.
We went to Ding Darling. I'll have to tell you about that. Remind me. We had the time of our lives.
Ding Darling is a nature preserve where there's nature in Florida things.
There were many
flip phone out.
Many quotes out of the mouths of babes today. It was great to hang out with my friend Jen. And I'm grateful for hanging out with Macy today. I'm grateful I got to hang out with my friend Soph today. I'm grateful I got to hang out with Jen today. I'm grateful. I'm grateful for Lenny. I'm grateful for he was just chilling on the couch after a long day. And keep him in your thoughts. Let's see what else. I'm grateful that you made white trash carbonara, which we'll probably have for lunch tomorrow. Although I could go for a lettuce wrap. And actually, I kind of have the munchies right now. Maybe my husband will take pity on me and make me a piece of banana bread with some toppings.
With bananas Foster.
Oh yeah, Daddy. So I'm grateful that it was a little cooler today in terms of not having to use the air conditioning, get a little fresh air.
I had the doors and windows open today. It was very nice here. But now it's getting a little chilly, as you can tell by the
sweater and the shivering.
The frost on the pumpkin over here.
She just called me a pumpkin.
65. Look, we can't be outside. We got to go in.
It's too cold.
That's why this critter's trying to get in, because it's cold.
Okay, so it's too cold. The iguanas are falling out of the fucking trees. By the way, if you're in Florida and you're not from here, it gets cold. The iguanas fall right the fuck out of trees.
I opened that door first year we were here, and a lizard fell off the door and hit me in the face. and bounced off me.
I don't
and-
even remember
and
that.
That was a long time ago. That was first winter we were here.
So, do you have anything you're thinking? Oh, and so Mace, I'm thankful for. Oh, I had a beautiful makeup job today. I don't even know how to tell you about that one, but it looked. I kind of looked like a hate crime by the time I was done.
Tracy was thankful for things falling into place. Yeah, look at that. It was
a lot more by the time she was done. I'm grateful for things falling into place. Her house is
it's going to be awesome.
sold.
It's going to be awesome.
They're going to be Georgia peaches.
Mm.
They're going to bump their Georgia peaches together. We have to send them some like peach preserves. Oh well, they have. They should send us peach preserves. Well, what can we send you?
Nobody's going to send you anything after
comrade?
you call them peach bumpers.
People listen to this.
Listen to this. What?
One of my favorite snacks is a peach ring.
Oh, those little things.
You like,
I don't think I've ever
I like
had
to
one
like.
of
I seriously, I get the peach ring and I'm like, for hours. It's high practice.
I remember
when you die and I get myself like a nice butch lesbian.
She's not wrong. That's very funny. So I remember those little. They were like slices of lemon and lime, and like they were like gumdrop material, but they were like sugary. Like you'd get them at Fannie Farmer. Do you remember those? They look like if you cut a lemon.
That's not a peach ring.
No, that's not. But when I worked in a movie theater, I remember somebody brought their own candy, and it was those things. And I don't know how I saw them or whatever, but it was like, because I think they used to sell them at Fannie Farmer, and they had like a clear top, and this person comes in with their candy, their Fannie Farmer candy. Anyways, I don't know why I thought of that, but the peach ring always reminds me of that. I don't know if you probably still get those things somewhere.
What's that?
Those slices, the fruit slices.
Yeah, some awful place.
I don't know. Remember what they taste like.
I've seen them in the European stores.
Yeah.
Oh, and like if you go to like a chocolatier.
Like a chocolatier.
Yeah. Do you have anything else that you're grateful for? Guys, what are
I'm
you
grateful
for?
for a lot of
That's
things.
so important.
I'm grateful for that you had a great
I'm grateful
day.
we live in a world where we can joke with our friends about bumping their peaches together.
And flushing babies down an RV toilet. We got friends from Morocco. We had very good viewership tonight.
Dude, I'm so excited about the viewership tonight, and I'm so excited to make friends from Morocco and Liberia. That's cool as shit. I'm so glad Brooke was here. I think she's been here before, but not as involved. So we're glad you're here for tonight.
Well, she must be drunk.
Anne's here. Tracy's here. Todd's here. I don't know who else is here. There's 9 total.
Donna's making us laugh. I'm grateful for that. Donna always makes us laugh.
I'm always grateful for Donna. I'm grateful she'll be here in 45 days.
It's 46 days.
46.
Let's go to sleep right now, and then she'll be here in 45.
It'll be fun. I need a snack though.
Grateful for a lot of things. I'm grateful for the fact that you're going to be enjoying some pumpkin bread that I made from
and then
not
I'm
scratch.
For the dicking I'm going to get tonight.
I don't know. She always makes the clicking noise. She tries to. I don't know why there's a clicking involved. Is it like a switch going off in your brain?
To distract you from how I look like I'm having a stroke. Ready? Watch.
Click. It's probably a synapse in your brain that's trying to like connect and like wink. And it's going crack.
We've been talking about my inability to flirt and my awkwardness since the first episode. And like lately, I've been having like serious self-esteem issues with my awkwardness.
Donna's wins the night. I'm thankful for this corn dog.
I don't even know what to say that. Donna says, yes, they sell them in random candy stores.
Yeah. Anyways, so fantastic. This show was a lot of fun tonight. I hope every night can be this much fun because
I hope so too.
The world needs happiness.
Hey, guys, we're thinking about the time we want to do the podcast and what the schedule works best for people. Is 8 better? Is 9 better? What nights of the week are good for you? We'd really love to hear.
Or do you want it to be 10 minutes and we talk about something outrageous and then we leave? You tell us.
We're not really that kind of scheduled type people. Anyway, we love you. Have a good night. Please let us know and be good to each other. And I'm sending you all positive vibes.